Welcome back, everyone. Today I thought I'd do another hobby update and also do a little quick tutorial on how I made these stringy guts and kind of a technique you can use to make spit or gore or any of that sort of stuff to hang off of your monsters or miniatures. It's pretty easy and I think it can get a nice effect. So first thing, I'll just show you how I made these nice innards or gore here hanging out of the mouth of my screaming antelope. So all that I do to make this gore, or even like spit or saliva or water hanging off of these monsters here, is I pretty much just use hot glue. So I'll put a little bit of hot glue on some parchment paper, use a toothpick, and just kind of stretch it between two parts on the model. And again, for this guy, I'm going to be doing gore, but I've also used it on like my Nurgle to like show goo hanging off of them, or I used it on my white lion for Kingdom Death to show like spittle between his teeth. It can really add some life to your model, especially these models, which are supposed to be kind of with a horror bent. Kingdom Death is a survival horror game, so making them as disturbing as possible, I think, is kind of part of the fun. So between these teeth here, I'm just stretching the hot glue in different angles. I'll have it dripping off in certain places. And then here I'm going to take a nice glob of it and I'm going to stick it to the ground like a piece of gore has, just fallen out from this gaping maw and is now kind of stuck on the ground. I'll add some blood effects on there so that it'll look like the, blood is kind of falling down this rock face. So anyways, it's just something nice to add to your model, give it a little bit more life, and there's a ton of applications for this. So I've seen people use fishing line to get these sorts of effects, but I think this is really easy and to kind of make it a little bit sturdier. I even go over it with some water effects by Woodland Scenics, and when that dries, it's pretty durable and you don't have to worry about it snapping or anything like that. So once my gore dried, you can see that the water effects that I put on the hot glue gave it a little bit of a texture too, which I think makes it look even more like bits of gore. So I'm just taking some blood for the blood god, just adding that over the hot glue here, and it's nice and glossy, so it kind of looks like wet blood. And I'll also, off camera, add a little of pulling blood effects around where that piece of stringy gore is hitting the rock face. And my antelope will finally be done. So here's the screaming antelope I've been working on for around 2 weeks, a little bit at a time. I'm still going with kind of a muted color scheme, so I wanted him to be kind of a monochrome grayscale, but with just a hint of purple in his skin to give a little bit of color. And then I wanted to use that gore blood to kind of really catch your eye, so it really stands out in contrast to the kind of more subdued tones on the antelope. But I'm really happy with it. I especially like that rock that I made, and I put those green stuff faces on there. I think it looks nice and creepy. So another Kingdom Death model down. I only have about 40 more to go. So next up, what I'm going to be working on for this week, and hopefully get him done pretty quickly, will be the Butcher. And he's a pretty cool model. I'm going to be able to do a lot of OSL kind of effects with him because he has these lanterns all covering his body and the back of his cloak. So I'm going to have it, again, be a monochrome dark scale and just have some ambient effects from the lanterns. So hopefully I'll show him in my next hobby update. But anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned and I'll be back soon with a new video. Take care.